Hello, and welcome. Welcome to the Fit Over 40 Challenge Show, the number one health and fitness podcast for those of you in the club. Yes, that's right, the 40 and Over Club. My name is Coach Dave, and I'm going to be your coach and host today. And I am really excited to bring you day 2 of the 6-day Stronger Core Challenge. So, if this is your first time on this podcast and you're like, what is he talking about? You need to go back one day previous to this and find out all about the 6-day core challenge. All right. For those of you that this is day 2, welcome back. I'm super excited. Been hearing some great things from y'all. So let's go ahead and just recap and see how things went. So how did yesterday's assignments go? How did you feel? I mean, did you feel a little bit more energized waking up and getting the body moving, getting some blood flow going? Obviously, one day of drinking 2 glasses of water in the morning first thing or throughout the day, you're not going to see a lot of difference. But, what did you experience? How was it? What were the challenges? Now, again, I really want to know how you're doing. So either send me an email at dave@davemcgarry.com and in the subject line, just put day 1 check-in. If you need some help, obviously I'll coach you through it. And if you're not in the free Facebook group, the allabouthealthandfitness.com free Facebook group where you can join in and share your experiences and get other people to help you through it, I suggest you look at that if you're on Facebook. So love to have you there. But with that, let's move onward. I know our time is critical, so let's go. Today I'm going to give you 2 new assignments, and we'll tie them in with what you did yesterday. All right? So each day you should expect to what I call stack the previous day's exercises and nutrition assignments with the new ones. All right? But don't worry. I'll keep it quick and simple for you so that you can ultimately accomplish this, okay? So, nutrition assignment for today, day 2. It's called the dinner veggie swap. So, one of the most important factors to consider when working towards fat loss is nutrient timing. All right, you should be mindful of not only the type of nutrition you're feeding your body, but also what activities you're going to use it for. All right, so let's take a look at this example of the average American worker, okay? This is just kind of something So let's say breakfast. First thing, you get up, they go to Starbucks, they get a latte, plus they get a muffin, okay? They need to have something in their stomach, right? 750 calories. Now, their activity, sitting in the car and sitting at the desk all day long. Or let's just say that's morning, okay, for however long. Lunch, large sandwich plus soda equals 800 to 900 calories. I know some of you say, I do a diet soda. Diet sodas are just as bad. Maybe not from a calorie standpoint, but read some of the studies on that. Okay, I'm not going to get sidetracked. Again, what happens? Sit at the desk. Then, dinner. Pasta plus chicken. Plus, maybe an alcoholic beverage, glass of wine, beer, vodka, whatever. 1,200 plus calories. Activity, sitting on the couch watching TV and then sleeping. Have you gotten that point yet? Have you feeling that, that's kind of what I've been doing? Yeah, maybe you're active. Maybe you're a little bit more active than that. That's good. But the point I'm trying to make is that a lot of times what is happening is that we're taking in these calories that aren't going to help us, especially if we're not being active. So if your day looks similar to what I just described, don't worry, don't panic. You don't have to try to revamp your entire eating habits all at once. Today, you're only going to focus on the last meal of the day. Okay, your dinner, all right? So when you reduce the calories and especially carb load for dinner, you allow your body to tap into fat storages for energy that it might need, okay? Because when you're going to carb load and put all that up at night, and then you're going to go to sleep for, let's just say you even sleep for 6 hours, because most people don't get 7 to 8, right? But you're putting all that and you're not burning it, so it's going to get stored, all right? So the best part is that this is the process happens, while you're sleeping, okay? So you get to take advantage of extra fat burning while you're asleep. I mean, that's pretty cool, right? So today's assignment is going to be the veggie dinner swap. I know, say that a couple times, the veggie dinner swap. And it works like this. Okay, so for dinner only, you replace every carb/starch with a veggie of your choice. Now, your vegetable choices must be fresh, okay? No canned, no fried or frozen. And they must also be real vegetables. Potatoes and corn do not count. Okay, so when in doubt, you're like, what am I going to do? Go green. You can almost never go wrong by eating a green vegetable. So, if you would typically eat a protein and a side of rice or potatoes, now you're going to swap that with a salad or other veggies like broccoli, green beans, tomatoes, etc. Okay? Now, a couple things to be aware of. When you first do the dinner veggie swap, you may still feel hungry after you eat. Okay? Simply add in an additional vegetable or have a greater serving of protein. Okay, so make sure you do that because you will. You're going to get hungry a couple hours, maybe an hour afterwards, whatever, when you first do this, all right? So now if you find yourself wanting to impulse eat, I want you to eat slowly and wait 20 minutes after you eat to allow your hunger drive to switch off. Okay, this gives yourself some time. Now, the nutritional stack, remember I talked about we're going to go ahead and add to day one, is now you're going to do the dinner veggie swap, so you're replacing that carb starch for a vegetable at dinner, but you're also drinking 2 glasses of lemon water for that alkaline, so to get that pH stabilized, all right? So, again, put that stack together, okay? That's nutrition assignment number 2 on day 2. So let's move on to the core exercise assignment. Now, this is going to be one that, for me, always gets me. It's the single leg glute bridge, okay? The single leg glute bridge may not look like an abdominal core exercise at first, okay? A lot of people are like, well, I feel it in my hamstrings and in my glutes, okay, which is the back of your legs, right? But after a few repetitions, you'll feel your entire lower body at work. Okay, so if you remember when I talked about the core and it not just being your abdominals, but it being a lot of your pelvic girdle as well, that's what we're talking about. You're getting your entire lower body involved to help strengthen that low back, to help strengthen the core. Okay, so the single leg glute bridge is one of my favorite core exercises. Of course, I say favorite, but it's also one of my least favorite in the sense that it hurts, but it's a good one, right? Because it activates those essential glute muscles and helps to restore muscular balance to painful backs. And real quick, I'm just going to give you a quick story. I guess I've suffered through back pain. I don't remember when it happened. I played sports. Football, baseball, I was a catcher. I don't think that was probably good for my back. But then I taught a lot of cycling, indoor cycling, spinning, with Johnny G. And I started to notice I just was having some back issues. And, I'd go see the chiropractor and that would help. But when I started doing, it was Pilates, but it wasn't with any of the machines, the reformers, but it was a class that a good friend of mine, Tammy Hischke, would teach on Saturday mornings, and it was just a mat floor Pilates class, and it was all working your core. And these exercises, this single leg, and I would be dripping with sweat coming out of that class. But it really made a difference in my low back pain. And again, today, when I have a tendency to notice that I'm starting to feel a little bit more back pain, it's because I'm kind of out of balance. I'm not, my glutes and my hamstrings aren't as strong as they should be. So I need to get back, it always reminds me to get back to doing those exercises. So, one of the, like I said, the secrets to eliminating and preventing back pain is having balance and having tone and flexible glute and hip muscles. Okay, so this exercise is going to work all areas. Again, if you're looking for how to perform the single leg bridge, you can Google that. There's tons of people out there doing. If you're your first time here and you want to download this so you have all the information, on Word, and then you can click the link and just go right there. You can do that at fitover40challenge.com/core, and you can download it, and then I've got the exercise video for you. But what you want to do is you want to do 15 repetitions on each leg, and you want to do 3 sets. So is go ahead and do 15 on the right, 15 on the left. That's 1 time. Do that 3 total, okay? Now, the core exercise stack. So if you remember, yesterday we did the downward dog hold for 1 minute, okay? Hopefully you got up this morning and did that again on day 2, okay? If not, that's okay. That's what I want you to do. And then do this exercise as well, okay? The single leg glute bridge, 15 reps on each side, okay? And you're going to repeat both of those for a total of 3 times. So there's your assignments for day 2 of this strong core challenge. Now, if you successfully completed yesterday's assignment, you're on a roll, and all you need to do is keep this momentum going, okay? I talk about putting out a calendar. I got it from somebody who talked about Jerry Seinfeld told him one time, how do you always consistently write great jokes and comedy? He just said, every day I sit down and I write, and I mark a X in the calendar, and then I try to not break that chain. Same deal here. For the next 6 days, don't break the chain. Keep that momentum going, okay? Again, if you have any questions about the challenges, contact me at dave@davemcgarry.com. I'll be happy to get to you and answer those questions. And I really, really am excited about this. I'm looking forward to day 3. And again, I'm just going to say, if you're not in the Facebook group and you'd love to be part of a group that's all about motivating people and keeping people inspired and keeping people accountable and interacting with other like-minded people, which I think will help you, just go to www.allabouthealthandfitness.com, and it's a free Facebook group. Just ask to join. I'll get you in. And then, again, if you want this in email form every day to you in Word doc, you can just go to fitover40challenge.com/core, and you can get that. So hope that helps. Again, I'm committed to your success. Looking forward to hearing from you. And this is Coach Dave signing off.